Hi, I'm Brent, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Hot Rod Madness, where every car has a story. If you love rat rods, street rods, American classic muscle, even the unusual, including those ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machines, we got them. Fire them up, Hot Rod Madness style, with your host, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew. Welcome to Hot Rod Madness. Let's head west to Waxahachie, Texas for the 5th annual C10's in the Park, presented by Brothers, your number one source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC restoration parts. At this show, Tim checks out some of the most unique and baddest C10 trucks on the planet. Waxahachie, Texas has truly called Hot Rod Madness.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Hot Rod Madness. It's C10's in the Park. Hey, there really ain't no telling what we'll get into or the people we may meet today. So stay with me. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, man, your truck's doing good, too. Look at this thing. Oh, wow, what an eye catcher when you're rolling down the street, right?
Yep, that was the point.
Yeah. What's up with that hired gun on the side? What is that all about?
It's a nickname for me because I've been a custom painter my whole life, and in the last 10 years I've been mobile. I've been a guy that goes to other custom shops, and they hire me to come in and do the custom work, and then I leave.
Nice. We're gonna see you on TV one day, man.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm digging the paint scheme on this one, man. You got the cold rivets on the steel and then laid flames on top of it. Every bit of that is paint. That's not metal, right?
Oh, no, it's all paint. That's true.
Yeah. That looks great, man.
Thank you.
So airbrush, what's the technique here? What do you use?
Most of that is hours and hours of airbrushing. Yeah, it took me about 6 months to do this from start to finish.
Yeah, all those rivets.
Yeah, it's there's over 600 on it.
600 of them.
Yeah, someone made me count them one day.
No, come on. We need to know exactly how many.
I kept complaining on how long it took me to do it, and well, let's find out how many there are.
Yep.
So yeah, there's over 600.
Gotcha. Wow, what size wheels you got on this baby?
20-inch wheels. They're mob steel, Detroit steel wheels.
Yep. Spray them black, put the white walls on it. Absolutely. Looks great with the paint scheme. Beautiful, man. Now, gold leaf on the side?
That is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you laid all that too, right?
I do it all. Yeah, I'm a next sign painter, custom painter.
Yeah.
Anything automotive, I've painted it.
Sign painter, I can tell. If you see the eyeball, the depth of the 3D type of scheme he's got going on, that looks great, man. Beautiful. Do you do the hand pinstripe as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every square inch of the paint job on here I've done.
Wow. You got to have a steady hand to do that.
Or a marble loose or two.
Okay. Okay. Hey, whatever it takes.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yep. Air ride, you got all that going on?
It's got the air ride on it.
What year is the truck?
It's a 1965.
Mm-hmm. Love that year.
Yo soy Jason y ustedes están mirando Hot Rod Madness ahora.
Todd, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Corvette stamped right there.
Right.
ULS Corvette stuff. Man, loving your truck, dude.
I appreciate it.
I mean, from over there, a distance, I'm looking at it going, purple's not my first choice. However, man, this thing looks great with the white and purple concept on it. That looks good, man.
I appreciate it.
Did you pick that out? Who painted it?
Well, so this truck was built by Jason Cassidy, and, I bought the truck as a roller, unfinished, and different colors and everything, and he asked me what color I wanted it, and I wasn't sure, and I asked him what he was going to do, and he said I was going to paint it purple and white.
Yeah.
I said, just finish it how you were going to finish it.
Go with it, man.
Exactly. So that's worked out great.
It did work out great.
It's you don't see purple trucks, so
No,
it does draw a lot of
No,
attention.
you don't. And judging from the crowd, I think we ran a few people off here, but judging from the crowd on this thing, it works, man. Yeah,
Thank
home
you.
run,
I appreciate
dude.
it.
Looks
I
great.
really appreciate it.
That thing
Thank you.
slammed on the ground. You got great wheel choice. Your interior is beautiful. The air ride's all under the bed.
Yeah, it's a lot of people got involved in helping to get this right.
Yeah.
So
Square bodies, man.
I love them.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's my favorite for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
awesome.
It's basically a Porterbuilt chassis. It's the original frame, but it's got the Porterbuilt front and rear on it, so we can get it on the ground. And Mario from Sublime Heights did that interior just recently. It came out sweet. So
Transmission and rear end, what you got there?
So it's the transmission's a 4L60. I don't know what rear end's in this. I honestly don't.
Does it run pretty good down the highway?
It does.
Yeah.
They built the 4L60 to hit a little bit, so yeah it shifts great and idle's perfect. And the guy got the tune on it right, which I know is not easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's we're just really enjoying it, man.
Wheel wood setup, power
the
brakes.
wheel woods.
You got all the goodies in there.
Yeah, the intro wheels.
Yeah, it's a beautiful setup.
Yeah, it's the AccuAir E-Level on it too.
Yeah.
So
Kept your badges on each side. That's cool.
yeah, those are off of a earlier model, I think like a 68 or whatever. But we like the white and the red. It's got a little red on the motor, so.
Back in the day, when you put the big gaudy mirrors on the side of a truck, that, oh no, that's got to go. You got to reduce the size of that, and you can't see out of them things. They're not functional. I don't like them myself. You stuck with the factory mirrors, it looks like.
Yeah, Jason decided to do that.
Yeah.
I love it, really.
It still works.
Hell yeah. I
Still
think
works with this.
very usable.
Yeah.
And makes it a little different. Some people come by and say, well, it's an 80 model, so that's not the right mirror, but I have found some 80 models that had it, so who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. And what year is the truck?
It's a 80.
It is
It's
an
the
80.
only
That
year
don't
that
look
had
like
that.
an 80 grill to me.
That's the factory grill. We just kind of tried to recondition it the best we could. So it's 80 model. It's the only year of that headlamp.
Okay.
That's the only year they did that, so that's unique to that year only.
Where's home?
Conroe, Texas.
Todd, your truck is awesome.
Appreciate you.
Dude, that is cool for purple and white. There you go. Jim from Brothers, how are you, man?
Man, I'm good. How are you?
Look, man.
See, what a great day to be
Look,
out
I'm
here,
surrounded by C10's.
Huh? Dude, this is the
This is awesome, man. What an event.
this is heaven for any C10 enthusiast or
It is.
actually anybody who likes to be outside with old trucks. This is the spot.
This is the spot. Beautiful setting, man. You got shade. If it's a hot day, you got the shade going on. You got the open field. You got plenty of trucks right here. And Brothers being the main sponsor of this event, hey, man, I got to thank you. Thanks for having Hot Rod Madness out, dude.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys being here. We got involved with this show about 4 years ago, and my brother Steve and I, we've done our own show as brothers in California for the last 21 years, and we thought we're the biggest show on the West Coast. We thought there's nobody going to do anything as quite as nice or as big as we do, and we got involved with this, and it's been giant ever since. I mean, we've had I think this year they've got 1,000 trucks out here. The people that show up are all cool. I mean, you look around, it's just like truck people.
Yeah, that might be your count, but I think I'm seeing more than 1,000. I mean, from one end of this park to the next, you just have all makes and models of C10's out here, man.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
We've been in business 25 years, and it's just getting better and better and better. And I think we're finally seeing. Muscle cars were really big for a long time. The muscle cars are slowing down a little bit, and the trucks are just gaining traction like constantly.
Trucks is a hot item. I think you guys broke into the market at the right time because, hey, if you're like me, over a period of years, you've ordered stuff from Brothers and put it up, bolt it right on and go. I mean, shiny stuff, painted stuff, whatever you need. Brothers is your number one source.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
now,
that's
what
the
you
fun
got,
part.
man? Come on, Jim. What you got?
So I got I had a Blazer until last week, and I sold it just before C10 Intervention out in California. It's one of the other shows that we sponsor. I sold it, and I'm having seller's remorse a little bit. So right now I have a 57 Suburban that I'm about to start doing.
Oh, boy.
And, man, I'm telling you, the square bodies are really picking up pace. I think I'm going to have to get me a square body.
Yep.
In the beginning, I didn't think it was going to happen, but I'm falling in love with the squares, and it seems like everybody else is too. So that's on my list.
From the looks of things, everybody else is too. I got a 66 fleet side, man.
Nice. All right. Well, I had a couple of those. I've had through the years. I've probably restored a dozen trucks. It's hard when you're in the business all day long. It's tough to go home and start wrenching on your truck. But I've knocked out a handful of them. My brother's got, I don't know, a dozen or so that he's kept over the years.
Yes,
he's still got all kinds of trucks, cars, everything. So
Cool.
we're not only business people, we're enthusiasts. That's what's cool about it.
Hey, check it out, Jim. Somebody limoed up an Apache. What year is that, you reckon? 50?
58 or 59.
Yeah, gotta be.
And we were talking about like just the crazy customs people do, and it's not just paint anymore. it's this kind of stuff. Like, obviously this never came from the factory, but
No.
a 58, 59 limousine.
Yeah.
He's got some small tubs in the back. He still has a bed, so it's useful. And
Well, you can actually haul stuff in it and haul the whole family and then some in that.
totally, yeah. If you got a friend that's 7'6", 7'8", like me, throw him right in the back seat.
Wow, now you got to take 2 or 3 cabs to build something like that. You know, just hack them up and go welding at it. You know, somebody's a fabricator.
Yeah, in fact, when we were walking over here, before I saw the bed on the back, I thought this was a Suburban, because this is kind of the same body line of the Suburban. So I thought, oh, it's a Suburban. Then I thought, well, maybe did they cut a Suburban?
The guy probably took it after a Suburban or a bunch of cabs laying around.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe we can find the guy who owns this thing and get a little word with him.
Well, maybe I'll just do that then and put him on the show and ask him what he made it out of. How about that?
Maybe it's this guy. Let's
Yeah,
try it.
yeah. Let's check it out.
I bought this from a guy in Mansfield called Mexican Bill. I gave $300 for it. Drove it home with a 5-gallon can of gas and a handbrake.
Awesome.
42 miles an hour is all it would run. So I knew when I bought it I was going to stretch it. So I put on an 85 model frame, added 49 inches to the cab, and made it a driver. It's got a 468 with a 4L80E.
Wow.
Drive it anywhere.
You had to stretch the frame as well, right?
No, it's a crew cab cabin chassis frame.
All right.
So I put the bed on the truck to figure out how much to stretch it, cut the back out about a cab, moved it back to figure out exactly what it's going to take.
Okay.
And
So
I fabbed all the panels.
So so I had thought that this was a Suburban that you'd use the panels. So you
No,
actually
that's
fabricated your
raw
own, rolled
sheet
your
metal.
rolled your own panels and everything. That's really
So
really
it's a
good.
pretty cool old truck,
That's
you know.
awesome.
I drive it everywhere. It's been to Kansas, it's been Houston, San Antonio. I go to nostalgic racing every year with it up at Ardmore. And
Oh, these fabricators, man. You can't beat it, right? How you doing, man?
We're doing all good.
All good here at the C10's show. So, 5,300? Not exactly.
3,100.
3,100. You got you. I want to say 53 because I used to have a 53.
There you go.
But 3,100 colored in blue. What do you call that color, man?
Blue ribbon metallic.
Is that something you came up with?
No, it's actually a Lexus. Toyota
Lexus.
and Lexus.
Yeah,
color.
okay.
I'd say Lexus sounds more expensive. So
Man, that thing's over the top. Dude, you built the thing yourself?
built the whole thing myself. Everything but the paint.
Yeah, just walking up on it, man. I noticed your fenders are wider than factory.
Right.
You got some killer running boards with the exhaust hanging right out the side. Airbag just slammed on the ground, man.
Handmade,
How
yeah.
long does it take you to do something like this, man?
This build took 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd probably take me a lot longer. Oh, look at that thing.
Well, that's because you're playing with the mic.
Yeah, I know. I'm not home building my own, right?
Right.
What you got under the hood there? What is that?
Just got a small block Chevy, a 350 motor with a 700R, overdrive automatic.
Yeah.
A little bit of air conditioning, power brakes, power steering. All the good stuff.
Yeah, that's a fantastic build, man. Love it. You crack your doors open backwards.
Yeah, suicide doors.
Yeah.
A little different.
Solenoids, all that stuff to pop the door.
Everything's hidden. Yep.
Nice cruiser. Family loves it. The
Oh,
wife
yeah.
loves to ride
Oh,
around
yeah.
with you.
Yeah. Yeah, can't get enough of it.
Where's back home at?
Abita Springs, Louisiana.
Okay. You guys have a lot of events to go to. I mean, you're on the weekends. What do you do with this?
We make it anywhere we can go. You know, I drive it up to 3 hours. I drive to Alabama and
Yeah.
this side of Louisiana, but we trail it here because it was 11 hours.
You see him riding around with a big smile on his face, waving.
Yeah. Oh, you can't stop at a red light without waving
Oh
at
yeah.
people.
Go
They
put
all
gas.
wanna wave.
Yeah, go put gas in it.
Hey, hang out. Don't have nowhere to go because they'll stop you. You have to stay there for an
You're
hour.
a one-man show at the gas pump.
Yep.
Hey, stay tuned for more Hot Rod Madness. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Josh, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Love those C10's, man. Yeah.
And here we got this guy's almost famous in our world of trucks.
Oh, Who is
This is hey Ronnie, can we borrow you?
Mr. Ronnie over here filming.
This is Ronnie from C10 Talk. What's up, brother? What's up, How are you doing, man? Good to see you.
What are you guys doing?
Milkman.
How you doing, Ronnie?
Brother?
All right, sir.
What are we doing? This is weird. I'm
yeah.
usually doing
so
it the
you
other way
usually
around.
do this too, right?
Yeah.
So you I understand you got a podcast.
I do. I got a little radio show on these C10s. I'm a little bit of a C10 Addicted fanatic, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Well, I kind of am too, and I think he is too.
He is. He is. I love them things. And talk about a great place.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 of them. We're like
Yeah,
in the
no.
Mecca.
Yeah, now that's y'all's count. I'm looking at it more than that. Milkman count, well over 1,000. How about that?
1,500, maybe 2,000.
So if you're,
We'll say that.
Is a milkman dozen? How does that work? I don't know.
Milkman dozen.
Full
You can
gallon.
Call it whatever you want.
It's whole milk at its best right here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll be milking the show today. Hey, there's a lot of content here for us, and I'm sure there is for you as well. The people, the truck people out here are phenomenal. Nicest folks you'll ever meet, according to this guy. There's so many out here that we're going to have a heck of a show today. Lots of people to talk about.
Totally, and Ronnie does all that. I mean, he gets right in people's faces. It's the coolest thing because
Really?
he can get right in there, and surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly, everybody knows this guy. He's like I said, walking up, he's pretty famous in this.
Where do you air this at?
I air this on, C10talk.com or C10nation.com, but then through podcasts, really Apple, so like iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, Pandora, Google Play. Now the scene really, the podcast world has showed up and people are digging it, and so there's a lot of outlets and venues for it. So
No YouTube stuff.
YouTube, the audio does go, but I don't have quite the video to go with it. That's why I was just walking around my phone. I put it out on like IGTV through Instagram.
Well, you never know. We might can help with that.
Yeah, I could use
Kinda what we do.
I could use the help because that's what I need.
Sure.
Yeah, are you gonna milk this? We're working a deal right now. Here we go, live on camera.
You never know what'll happen.
You never know.
George, how are you, man?
How you doing, sir?
No, I'm doing great, man. Look at this truck. I love the 3-window cabs just like the 5-window cabs, and you do too, don't you?
Yes, I do. I sure do. I mean, you can't go wrong with these.
No,
You know?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
What year is this one?
It's a 1950
Yeah.
Chevy 3100.
Okay. How long have you owned it, man?
I've owned it about 10 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been in the family for like 30 years.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one you can't sell.
Yeah. You can't sell, and it's got to sleep inside all the time.
Yeah. You're gonna have to hand this down to your kids, man.
Yeah, he already claims it. He claims it already.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. George, where's home, man?
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all get any floods down there?
In certain spots, but not as bad as Harvey was.
Not at your place, right?
Not at my place, though.
No, the garage is still dry for this baby to come home to, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the trailer just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, okay. What color you call that, man?
It's like sunset orange.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah.
I called it sherbert, didn't I?
Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
Sherbert orange.
Yeah.
Hey, nice color, man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. I still need to redo it again. I mean, it's been through hell and back, but it's coming back now.
Well, as you drive it around and use it and enjoy it,
Yep.
yeah, you're gonna have dings and dents and things happen to it,
Yes,
and
sir.
that's one of those things when it's a keeper, so you probably end up redoing it.
Oh, yeah. And you're never done. You're never done. You're always going to find something else to do to it.
Richard, how are you, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. Great
Yeah.
show. First
Hell
time I've
yeah.
been here.
Yeah, me too. First time out, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we got that in common. Another thing we got in common, we like Chevy pickups.
Yeah, me too. My dad
yeah.
worked for General Motors for 30 years, and I've always had Chevy pickups,
Yeah.
Chevy products.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had the opportunity when I moved here to Texas from Washington D.C. I was a police detective there, and we moved out here. And when I got to Texas, like, whoa, everybody's got trucks. So I went and found a truck, went on online and found this truck and found it in Del Rio, Texas. Went down, got it, picked it up, and the guy actually brought it to me, and I was driving it for 2 years before I even started on it.
Man, I don't know if you did all this work to it or not, but man, that thing is gorgeous, man. Love it.
I didn't personally did it, but I wrote the check.
Yeah.
So it was a frame-off restoration
Mm-hmm.
with the modifications of I call it a sleeper because if you look at it, if you drive beside it, it all looks like original. But when you pop that hood,
got something special under the hood, do you?
yeah, it's a little special that I just did LMC, C10 LMC Truck Nationals, and it took Truck of the Year this year.
How about that?
For 55 to 59. Chevy Performance actually did an article on it because of what it has under the under the hood.
Sure. I can see why it would win a trophy. That thing is absolutely gorgeous, and it looks all original.
Yeah. It has the four starter.
Yeah, you still got the straight axle under it?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, and it still handles pretty good?
Pretty good. The only thing for the suspension, I just had to add those disc brakes.
Okay.
Because that's too much motor
Sure.
that you'll see in a second that has underneath.
Some of those upgrades you can hide and, and still make it look all original.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Beautiful truck, man. Now I want to see what's under that hood, man. Let's check it out.
As you can see that I have an LS3 6.2 liter 430 horsepower motor.
Yeah.
The which was the crate motor, and it had the matching transmission, Hydromatic 4L65E transmission.
Yeah.
Original suspension. I just upgraded the brakes, which is disc brakes. It's got the original 308 rear end.
Okay.
Put vintage air. Got power steering, power brakes. Cruise control, which is built into the ashtray, so it's again hiding when it's. I got retro Bluetooth sound, so I can listen to my XM radio, or my Spheris called now.
Yeah.
I got I did it tilt steering column, which has an adapter, so you can actually utilize the original steering wheel.
Yeah.
And then I did because this is actually my daily driver. I actually use this truck.
Oh.
And that was one of the reasons I did it, because when I moved to Texas from Maryland, I said everybody's got trucks. I got to get me a truck, but I'm into old trucks.
As clean as that is, man, you're polishing on this thing constantly if you drive it every day, right?
Well, I drive it, but I keep it clean. It's garage kept.
Hey, Terry, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, man. C10's in the park and the after party. Here we go. How many years in the progress?
Oh, this is our 5th year.
Okay.
Yeah, 5th year. First year we had 62 trucks, just friends come hanging out, man, and had brothers jump on as a sponsor, and it's just skyrocketed ever since then.
Dude, right up front and center, 4-wheel drive, in your face Silverado, man. What year is that thing?
1985.
Yeah, you built this thing?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got an 85 station wagon. I'll swap you. No. 85? Dude, come on. You like 85s, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Not a wagon.
Not Clark Griswold. No, sir.
Can't get nothing on this guy, man. That's all the time we have this week on Hot Rod Madness. Thanks for watching. Hey, go to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe, check out more Hot Rod Madness. C10's in the park, Waxahachie, Texas. If you've never been out here, come do it, man. It's worth coming out and seeing. We'll see ya.